Escape from Tarkov is an insanely fun game, especially during the wipe hype, but it's no secret that when that hype dies down, a bunch of the players tend to take a break, and the player base goes into a very steady decline until the next wipe comes around. It's just the way things go. Early in a Tarkov wipe, it's pure madness. Everyone's on the same crazy level, and it's a wild ride that brings all the Tarkov lovers together for a fresh start. However, if you jump in as a newbie mid-wipe, it's like trying to climb a mountain against players with top-notch gear and high-tier ammo. So we are a month in, and the grind is long. Some tasks feel more tedious, you feel less inclined to go do certain things, the fights have become way more brutal when you face someone already at endgame and you're nowhere near. It's the Tarkov burnout. So these are some things to completely change the game up. Have a break from Tarkov without actually having a break from Tarkov. Number 1, next time you play, spend that day ignoring the tasks, ignoring the hideout, and just go out and have fun. Try guns you've never tried before. Tell Jaeger to shove his bolt action where the sun doesn't shine. Tarkov can be so fun when it's going your way, but this game has the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. If you're on a 10 death streak using bolt actions or maybe trying to do stir up, leave it and come back to it. Heck, take a beefcake of a weapon and go tear shit up on factory or customs. It can be super deflating dying so many times when you have to use a gun where you say to yourself, only if I had an assault rifle then, I would have easily won that fight. So then, you use that death and just go have fun with a better gun, or else you're going to end up feeling exhausted, and that's what slowly puts people off after a while. We love how hard Tarkov is, but there is a limit, and that's why so many people stop playing mid-wipe. Over the years I've played Tarkov, I've realised spamming a task until it's done is sometimes just not the way to go. If you're just constantly dying trying to do the task, you're probably not having fun. And I know setup destroyed some of your souls. Sometimes though, that is just Tarkov, and you're going to die. You need to turn the deaths into something and not let it sit on you, or you're just going to feel terrible. Tarkov loves giving you FOMO, but the task will be there tomorrow. Oh, if I don't do this task now, I'll fall behind. I'm going to try and do it later. It will be so much harder. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but we're already past that point. Whoever you are watching this, you're not the highest level and you're not the lowest level. So just enjoy the ride. If it's your first wipe, use it to just have fun. Don't get caught up on having to get to max traders as soon as possible, because believe me, once you do it, you'll want a break. I know for a fact that's what a lot of us do when we get to level 42. Finally. Heck, even when you hit level 30 or even 20 for the first time, it can feel like an achievement, and to be honest, it is. There's a reason why this is renowned for being one of the hardest FPS games. Number 2. Now I may be a bit biased, but try some of the unorthodox or meme weapons. I even posted videos recently of me using them because sometimes I want to change it up a bit. Farming tasks and only using meta guns can also get very stale. The feeling you get of killing another player that has a lot better gear is honestly unmatched. You're the underdog. Getting a kill or winning a fight in Tarkov is hard, but doing that with one of the worst weapons, that's some good dopamine right there. Now this falls under the same umbrella, but create your own challenges. Now, this isn't meant to be a dig at BSG, but a lot of the tasks aren't exactly the most gripping. I know they've said a lot of the tasks are technically side tasks until the full game releases, but yeah, for the majority of them, I can believe that. The new achievements tab was a well needed addition, and if I'm honest, I want to see double or triple the amount they've added. Like the John Wick achievement, John's Air, where you need to kill 4 PMCs with a headshot in a single raid while using a pistol. What an awesome idea. I want to see loads more like that. The recoil change alone has allowed for way more dynamic fights this wipe due to all the different viable weapons now, and they definitely deserve props for that. Talking about challenges, look at the awesome creator ThatFriendlyGuy. He got to level 37 without killing anything. He didn't fire a single bullet. He did the complete opposite of what he's supposed to do in Tarkov and loved it. How great is that? SheefGG, which has been posting unreal content and helping out loads of new players, did a video where he used all the guns out of the gunsmith tasks and killed a PMC with each one. What a bloody awesome idea. See, that has nothing to do with the tasks or the progression of the game, but creating your own little challenges makes the game feel so much more fresh and changes the flow entirely. Now, this is more of a rogue one, but whether you're a solo or with your buddies, get on voip if you fancy. Create some interesting interactions. Heck, set a challenge to try and team up with another PMC in a raid and extract together. People do it, but shit, I ain't got the trust for that, but I'd definitely try. Tarkov is a hard enough game solo, but you never know. You may come across someone else who's just looking for a buddy. Disclaimer though, don't come for me if that ends terribly wrong and you get killed. Roleplay. Now, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking Stone Mountain 64 vibes.
Alright, squad! I'll see you on the ground, let's do this thing!
It sounds silly, but to be fair, Tarkov is a realistic game. Try and imagine how PMCs actually communicate. I think the immersion would jump up drastically, and I'm curious how much it would affect the outcome of the raid. I mean, would the success rate purely increase due to proper callouts and proper tactics used? If there was a game for it, I'd say Tarkov is pretty high up there due to the realism and how hardcore the game is. Now that would be an interesting Discord call with the mates for one night. Another one that I've seen is only using barter weapons. Some of the wackiest gun builds are on there, so test yourself. See if you can get lucky. Heck, all of you out there might be chads and will probably drop me in the next raid with one, and I get a chuckle out of that. Try and get rich. Spend some time just getting your rubles up. Learn some money routes. Try 0 to heroes with little investment. Farm rogues on Lighthouse. Try labs for the first time, because I know loads of people haven't, just down to the horror stories we see and hear about it. A keycard currently averages for about 160,000 to 170,000 in the fleet, and that is not a lot of money. It may seem like it early days, but trust me, it's worth it to learn the map and have fun doing it. But ignore the deaths, because you are just learning the map, and once you've done that, it makes the cost of entry mean nothing. Get used to spending them rubles. Avoid being a hoarder. I've been a huge culprit of it in the past, but whatever you have in your stash right now, you will get it again. That insane gun that you got off a kitted chad that looks too good to use, screw it. It's a game for fun and you killed them for it. Now you deserve to use it. I read a funny thing that someone said about Tarkov, which I think is so true. Any gear that you have is just borrowed. A gun that you had a week ago and lost is probably sat in someone else's stash now until they lose it themselves. The gear that you're scared of losing will be gone either way. At least you get to decide how you lose it. This game is supposed to be a pain in the arse, and it is, but it is still a game and we play them to have fun, so make it your own. Try some crazy shit. Like I said, the task will be there tomorrow, next week, next month, and they'll still be there again next wipe to complete. Create your own wacky ideas, heck, share some in the comments. I know some of you guys probably do all sorts of stuff, but I will finish on this. Sometimes a break from Tarkov does make it fun again. Explore the games. When wipe hits, I don't know about you, but I pretty much just play Tarkov, and all the other games get put to one side even though I love them. Picking one of them games up for a bit when you're feeling burnt out isn't a bad idea. Open that launcher another day when you're feeling it. Like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more content soon. Now go have some fun. Catch you next time.